This is Eric Merritt from HomeSmart in Northeast Mesa, and we are starting to do our market update reports by video, and we've been doing them through email using Constant Contact since September of 2018, and then we've been doing physical mail postcards before that from June of 2017 to April of 18. So I think we're going to provide you a better experience by video, be more resourceful to you, and give you more value by not just the market update report videos, but also communities like Australia Mountain Ranch that you see right behind me in the screen. And we're going to do some other community videos as well. We're also going to do different types of homes, like homes with an RV garage, homes with a separate guest suite and casita, 55 and older communities that are single family homes like Cantamia in Australia Mountain Ranch and some others. And we're also going to be talking about the different situations that's going on in our crazy real estate market. Like for buyers that want to buy a new home, a first-time home buyer should do anything they can to go conventional instead of FHA. So we're going to have a video that talks specifically about that. We're going to have videos that talk about, there's three more videos that I have in the ready to make for homes with an RV garage, so different types of configurations of an RV garage. And we're going to do like an RV garage home market analysis report of where they're located and what the average sales prices have been for listings under $1 million, and all of them regardless of price point. So you can see what the average or the median price is of all the listings below $1 million for homes with an RV garage. But there's a very good number of people that will be watching this video that are interested in a home with an RV garage. So that's why I'm talking about that. So if you find this video interesting and informative, go ahead and hit that like and subscribe button and share this video with your friends and anyone else that may benefit from it, and you'll be notified of future ones as well. And we will get this video started. Here is our West Valley Cities Market Update Report for May of 2021, and it will include the cities of Avondale, Buckeye, Glendale, Goodyear, Peoria, Surprise, Tolleson, Waddell, and Wittmann. So we're going to go through most of them, but not all of them. I'm going to point the highlight details of them and see what's happening. Avondale, 122 homes sold, only 3 less than the month before, 103.2% of list price. The inventory level stayed the same at just, 0.2 of a month. So that's basically 6 days of inventory. Highest was 525, the lowest was 70,000. Buckeye had 259 homes sold, 25 less than the previous month in March. It was 101.6%, and the inventory has crept up more than 1/10. So anything that does more than 1/10 change, plus or minus, is going to have an arrow, either a green arrow going down or a yellow arrow going up, which in this case went from 0.20 to 0.33, which is not much of a change really. Highest it sold is usually in Verado at 1,250,000. The lowest was 32,000. Average sales price is 386, 516, which happens to be 10,000 more than Santan Valley. Buckeye and Santan Valley, for some reason, every month were almost the same. Buckeye just edged a little bit there. Glendale was 415 units were sold, 35 less than in March, and 101.9%. The highest was $2 million, the lowest was 50,000. Average sales price in Glendale was $374.93. Goodyear was 227 units sold, 101.9% of list price. The month inventory did go up from 0.22 to 0.43, so that's good news for buyers out there. A little bit of a relief, but may not be enough. Highest was 1,240,000. The lowest was 95,000. Average sales price in Goodyear was 452,335, with 98 units for active on May 15th, 21. That happens to be the active on the same time in April was only in the low 50s, so it did go up. Peoria, 420 units were sold, 12 more than in March at 102.2%. The inventory stayed pretty much the same, less than 1/10 change, so that's why it's the same, 0.34 from 0.27. The highest sold was 2,650,000. The lowest was 50,000. Average sales price was 448,641. Surprise had 413 homes that were sold in April at 102.2% of list price. The inventory stayed pretty much the same at 0.34 from 0.29. Highest sold was 825. Lowest sold was 55,000. Average sales price was 367,526. And we're going to go into the other three cities. Tolleson had 49 homes that were sold at 102.4% of list price. The highest was 520 and the lowest was 155. Average sales price for even Tolleson is over 300,000 now. It's 331,278. Waddell had 29 homes that were sold, 102.3% of list price. The highest sold was 1,050,000. The lowest was 310,000. At 455,238 was the average sales price in Waddell. Only 10 units were active on 516. Wittmann, the last one, had 21 homes that were sold at 100.2% of list price. The, whoops, I forgot, okay, 0.43. Actually, this is a mistake. This arrow should be going up. It should be a yellow arrow. Highest sold was 635. The lowest was 27,480. It was quite a dump. You'll see that in the next slide. Average sales price 354, 332. Now the highs and lows. Avondale high was a Fulton home at 525, 32 days at 110.5% of list price. So the lowest sold was 70,000, 3 days on market, 87.5% of list. Buckeye, the highest one was this home in Verado at 1,250,000, 62 days, 94.3 days on market. And then this one is a mobile home, 32,158 days. Glendale, this is a $2 million home. And then there's the lowest for 35,000 in Buckeye. Highest in Goodyear was 1,240,000, and the lowest was 95,000. Peoria, the highest was 2,650,000. This big, very big house right here, 169 days, and it was 89.8% of list price. The lowest it sold was this mobile home, 50,000. Probably the land will not go with it when the prices are usually under 100,000. The land doesn't go with it. Usually a land lease. Surprise, this one is 825 that sold. And then this is another mobile home, 55,000. Tolleson had, this one was 520 at 107.4% of list price. Was the highest sold. This is the lowest one that sold Tolleson, single family, 155. And then we have Waddell and Wittmann here. So Wittmann had 635 at 100% list price, 3-car garage, probably on an acre lot. And so all of these listings that you see here, if you go to there will be a link inside the campaign in Constant Contact to where you can have access to all of these listings. So it'll show all the listing data and it will show all the pictures for each listing. Now we're going to go to the synopsis. The synopsis here, the first 3 months we had 8,000 to 9,000 active, and then we had a tsunami of buyers that came in, probably from California mostly. So our inventory went down 3,500 units at 5,385, and then February, March, April, and May, we haven't gone over 5,000. A few times this month we have gone over 5, but it went right back down again to 4,505. We had 10,200 units that were sold in April, 10,400 that were sold in March, and our inventory supply rate has stayed about the same, 0.44 throughout the whole Phoenix metro area. The Crawford report, all these red dots here mean that the supply is starting to creep up. As you can see, the arrows that I had, the yellow arrows going up, will show that just like the red arrows going down. So that means the market index, the demand is going down, but we're nowhere near a balanced market here. It's 100 exactly for a Crawford report index. The West Valley cities, this first column is an increase or decrease in the number of closed transactions from the month before. So this is comparing April 2021 to March 2021. Tolleson had 12 and a half less transactions, so 7 less transactions. Waddell was 6.4% less, only 2. And Buckeye had 8.8% less transactions, 25 less transactions in the month before. And if you take a look at, actually Avondale had only 8.8% average appreciation from exactly a year ago. The Buckeye, because there's so much building in Buckeye, 32.4%, and Avondale's landlocked. That's why this number is lower. The average sales prices have the highest appreciation where there's the most building. So you've got Buckeye and Goodyear pretty much taking the lead there, which really isn't too much of a surprise. Glendale had 23.8% average appreciation from a year ago, April 2020 to April 2021. Tolleson was 26.67, Waddell was 22.2, Wittmann was 16.9% from exactly a year ago. And these were the average sales prices in the last peak that we had, 2006 or 2007 in some cases. So Buckeye and Goodyear were respectively at 32.4% average annual appreciation from a year ago, and Goodyear was at 34.6%, very big. So that pretty much concludes our market report for the West Valley for May 2021. If you have any questions, I know it's a lot of numbers to digest and go through. If you have any questions about them, feel free to give me a call at 480-999-6061. And I very much appreciate your support and patronage. We're going to grow this YouTube channel out, and I've been following other realtors throughout the country and seeing what they're doing. And I know that video is the best way to go to provide more value to you instead of just seeing a monthly market update. Anyway, if you've liked this video, please go ahead and like and subscribe and share this video with your friends and anyone else that can benefit from it. And I hope to be your realtor of choice in the future, whenever that may come, whether it's buying or selling or investing, or if you need any help in remodeling for any remodeling tips. So thank you very much for watching, and make it a great day.